Following the disputed outcome of Uganda's January 15, 2026 general elections, marred by allegations of widespread voter intimidation, ballot stuffing and suppression, the National Unity Platform, Uganda's biggest opposition political party, is confronting a profound crisis. 3 of its deputy presidents remain missing or detained. Muwanga Kivumbi, the deputy president in charge of Central Uganda, was arrested on Thursday morning at his home in Buate in Kira municipality in Wakiso district.
He is currently in police custody and will be arraigned before court in due course. His arrest is in connection with the recent incident of political violence in Butambala.
Kivumbi, who is a seasoned politician, joins Lina Zedriga and Jolie Jacqueline Tukamushaba, Chagulanyi's deputies in charge of Northern and Western Uganda respectively, who were both seized by security personnel around polling day in operations that the NUP labels as unlawful abductions, with limited information on their current conditions.
Over a week later, we don't know their whereabouts. It's very problematic that we are in such a state.
So, how was Mohamed Muwanga Kivumbi, who is also the sitting Butambala County Member of Parliament, arrested? I spoke to his wife, Dr. Zahara Nampeo, at their home.
Today we were getting ready to go to Butambala for the voting. There are polls going on right now, and we are getting ready to go. So my husband got up around 5 a.m. and he cleaned up and prayed. And then he told me I need to do some quick errands, come back, we have breakfast, and then we can proceed to Butambala for the polls, the voting. So he left the house around 6:40, 6:45. We called the young man who helps us with the gate and the house generally, the sanitary outside the house, who normally opens the gate. So as Honorable was in the car, he was turning. You can see from the direction that the car is parked. I haven't moved it since he left. He was just in the car, just getting ready to get out of the gate, and then the moment the boy opened the gate, he was pushed aside by armed personnel who got in. Actually, he was slapped by one of them, where he was trying to say, "Who are you?" What, and they slapped him, and then they came in and told Honorable to stop the car and get out, which he did.
All this was unfolding while she was in the house, observing keenly what was transpiring in their compound.
And then I saw a group of men moving towards the house, and then they talked to my girl, and then she came to tell me, as she was telling me that, they want Honorable's passport. They pushed her out of the way and they were telling me, give us passport, give us his passport. So I led them to the bedroom where we keep it in the drawer, and I gave it to them. They also wanted mine, and I told them that I didn't have it with me at the moment. There were about 7 men that came into the house and about 12 that stayed outside. Because when they picked the passport, I could peep to see that they were going back, and then I could see how many were still outside with him. I gave them the passport. When I did, one of them, one of the shorter gentlemen, who was wearing a hood, but like a sort of like a hood, but a jersey or something, and it had on the word police. For the other ones, you couldn't tell that these are police. You couldn't tell that these are military. They were having some kind of like khaki trousers, khaki wear, and the jackets that had like like a bulletproof or something like that, and they had masks on their faces. The mission was very quick. By 7:15, they were done.
The armed men walked away immediately they got what they wanted. They took the legislator with them and vanished.
We were not able to see which car took him. We were not able to see in what way he was taken because they closed the gate and we were inside. This is the first time that I'm actually talking to someone outside. I wasn't sure whether I was allowed in or out. I wasn't sure whether we could go and buy bread or milk for this morning, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to run my usual errands. So yes.
What time was he picked? Kivumbi's arrest follows President Museveni's allegations that he had planned to cause chaos after he was defeated in the Butambala County parliamentary race.
Something happened in Butambala. Butambala, a character called Kivumbi was defeated. Now the plan everywhere was that where Nup is defeated, gangs with the pangas. You remember pangas? With the pangas should attack the polling station. And that's what they did. When Kivumbi was defeated, they came with the pangas to attack the polling station, and they were shot. 7 of them were shot dead there with the pangas.
But his wife says they were attacked instead and believes the president was misinformed.
I've interacted before with the president. One time he came to my workplace, and I was emceeing a ceremony, and he said, "Come and we take a photo, my daughter, come. I wish she could call me again and say, my daughter, come and tell me what happened. I wish the president could give me that opportunity."
Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi was doing what all of us candidates were doing. You get a place, whether it be your home or somewhere, where you receive all the DR forms, you gather them from the various polling stations. After you be able to put them together, then you head to the tally center. You don't go to the tally center empty-handed. Otherwise, when you are contesting and saying what you're reading is wrong, they'll ask you, for you, where are your DR forms? So all of us had a place where we were gathering our DR forms. Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi was gathering them at his home, so his agents kept coming, bringing the DR forms. Police raids the place, and they began the military, and they fire and kill people. Agents who had been bringing DR forms. How is that an offense? Now, because we are demanding for answers for these people who were killed, the state now is trying to flip the coin and say, Muwanga Kivumbi, you were engaged in terrorism. Is the election you was engaged in the terrorism? What did you find at his home that you are equating to terrorism? DR forms, are those machine guns, are those bangers, or what exactly? That doesn't make sense, but it's the shame. They are riddled with shame, but we're not going to stop demanding for justice for these people who were killed. You killed.
Police indicated that Kivumbi will be arraigned in court in due course.
I've never known him to be violent, to be inclined in that direction. I pray for justice. I pray justice would be to just release him without charges, because there is nothing he has done. I am hopeful. I don't want to think about any other, scenario.
Meanwhile, the party president, Robert Kyagulanyi, has evaded capture by going into hiding after security reportedly raided his home just prior to the results declaration, which he has denounced as rigged in favor of incumbent President Yoweri Museveni. And as the African proverb warns, when the tree falls, the monkeys scatter. Yet, here the branches are being deliberately broken one by one, probably testing whether the NUP can still stand tall, or if this cascade of arrests will uproot the party entirely before it bears fruit. Daniel KIBET, NTV.